Well, hello and welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and tonight we need to talk about Harry and Meghan's Archwell Foundation flagged as delinquent by California's Registry of Charities. But first, let's take a look at a couple memes courtesy of our Rogue community. The first one is from Big Team of the Hood. Who wore it better? We already have a nice collection of instances of Meghan cosplaying all sorts of things, and this is a nice addition. Not to mention this one that I saw on Miss Jensen's replies, and that is on point. I think that by this point we could create a coloring book with all the Meghan who wore it better moments. But this is a new low. I mean, I had seen Meghan cosplaying Diana before, as far as to wearing her perfume on her first date with Harry, which is gross. Because that's a public piece of trivia. Can you imagine the things that we don't know? But anyway, you see here Meghan and Diana side by side, and it's impossible not to notice the coincidence between them. Here's a closer look, and you can appreciate the hard work that Meghan has put into looking exactly like her mother-in-law. We don't know if for the cameras or for her husband or both. I think it should be both, right? And what completes the effect is making sure to get herself shoes that, while not the exact same shoes, which would be kind of single white female obsession, they resemble the style worn by the previous Princess of Wales. I know this kind of comparisons are not going to end anytime soon. In fact, I would say they are going to grow worse in the future. And reactions did not wait, such as the wool painter. Harry goes to bed with a woman who believes she is his dead mother, and he puts his mom's favorite cream on his eggplant. These two are twisted. Well, wool painter, I don't know if he actually goes to bed with her, but I understand your point. Hannah says Diana was tall and had a figure. Meghan has a warped sense of reality when she looks in the mirror. The same, Hannah. I understand your point, but I've come to the realization that there are not many mirrors in Montecito, and that would explain so many things. Not the mama. This is weird. There's zero chance this was a coincidence, and it's extremely creepy for someone to cosplay her husband's deceased mother. It's just not normal. Agreed. And Jenny, I wish she'd copy someone else. Groucho Marx, maybe, or Albert Einstein, Betty Boop, Alice Cooper, or Linda Blair in The Exorcist. Anything. She'd get even more mainstream media attention and would get a welcome change from the cosplaying of Diana. That would be great. And what has grown worse as well is Harry's awkwardness, going as far as to call a group of Nigerians, all of them, his in-laws. How cute. Especially when Harry has never met Meghan's dad, right? The articles really know how to leave a mark on people's subconscious, and I don't mean it in a good way, because that would be too much for them. But, well, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Archwell Foundation has been flagged as delinquent by California's Registry of Charities and Fundraisers for not submitting required annual fiscal records, DailyMail.com gleefully reveals. Records show that this much-hyped foundation, launched by the duo in 2020, was slapped with a delinquency notice in January for ignoring its annual registration renewal fee since February 2023. California's Attorney General Rob Bonta knew in threats of penalties, late fees, and possible suspension or revocation of its status. And this delightful bit of news clashes with the recent grand announcement by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex about expanding their partnership with the Yeanco Foundation in Nigeria. Clearly, nothing screams, "We care," like a delinquency notice. And despite rubbing elbows with non-profits like the David Oyelowo Leadership Scholarship for Girls, the Archwell Foundation was told on May 3 that it's barred from any charitable activities until it sorts out its paperwork. And this doesn't bode well for the noble mission to do good. And interestingly, in December 2023, Charity Watch exposed that Archwell saw an 11 million nosedive in donations from 2021 to 2022, bringing in a paltry 2 million last year. Moreover, they revealed that Archwell's executive director, James Holt, enjoyed a juicy salary bump from under $60,000 in 2021 to $277,000 in 2022, complete with a $20,000 bonus. Priorities, right? And Archwell, supposed built on the grand principles of uplifting communities and restoring trust, couldn't even respond to Daily Mail's requests for comments on these revelations. Charity Watch also highlighted Archwell's dodgy governance with only 2 board members, Meghan and Harry themselves, and despite recommendations for at least 3. And maybe Doria could be the third one. So much for their mission to uplift communities and restore trust. Maybe the next step is to restore some order in their own backyard. And Prince William, the Duke of Cool, just took to the skies in an Apache helicopter after being dubbed the big boss of his brother Harry's Old Army Regiment by King Charles. His royal dad officially crowned William as the Colonel-in-Chief of the Army Air Corps at a ceremony in Hampshire. And afterward, the newly minted leader of the skies sipped off in a black helicopter while his new squad cheered him on. This father and son bonding moment marked their first joint shindig since 2022, and Charles handed William a snazzy Army Air Corps beret and belt, and everyone chuckled when the king called William a very good pilot indeed, adding, "So that's encouraging." And well, meanwhile, Harry was wrapping up his 3-day Nigerian tour with Meghan, missing all the fun back home. The king's speech carefully avoided mentioning Harry, who flew the same helicopters in Afghanistan. Instead, Charles focused on William, leaving Harry's absence as the elephant in the room. And as if the spotlight on William wasn't enough, he donned his new uniform and blue beret, receiving a tartan wrap for Kate, a scarf for himself, and 3 wooden helicopters for the kids. Not too shabby for a day's work. And amidst the buzz, King Charles confessed to losing his sense of taste during his cancer treatment, but he still managed to keep his royal duties on track. And as Einstein Evans mentioned, show us a photo of your Prince Harry flying an Apache helicopter. Nowhere to be seen. Instead, he went to buy Legend of Aviation award. But Rogues, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and remember, much love and bliss.